And it was really around the organizational capabilities as you know, you look at the strategy of the company. Let's say you
Yeah.
know that you're moving to AI, or you know that you want to become a more innovative company where traditionally you've been operational excellence. It's really important to look at those capabilities and then what are the skill sets of the people you have and figure out how you're going to bridge that gap. So I think it's very important as you're looking at strategy to look at what are the broad skill sets that you need to achieve that strategy.
So the goal for power skills, or building the power skills, is very simple. We wanted to make sure that the work or the skills align to the future of work, and this includes AI. In addition to that, we want to make sure that these skills met our sustainability objectives. Like, what is exactly the organization going to do in the future, and how these skills can help employees do that. And then number three is preparing our workforce for the future careers, and not just their career goals, but for future careers. Because from our purview, there are, with the ever-changing landscape of insurance and of course in all of the industries, there are careers out there that perhaps haven't been created yet that we just don't know about. And because of that, we needed to equip our workforce with those particular skills.
I'm sorry, Sharice. No, I just wanted to let you know, Sharice made an interesting comment in the chat. It's always challenging to explain to the business why it actually takes time to build these skills, right? It doesn't happen overnight. It requires reflection, it requires practice, feedback loops. So it's just interesting, right, Giovanni, that we're balancing between these are mission critical power skills, right, crucial to the business, and yet trying to get the individuals and the organization to carve time to allow for the learning to happen is it's somewhat of a odd challenge, right? You'd think like this is going to help the business get better, so therefore we would be able to devote more time to it. But really, we're always in this crunch, right? To try and get mind share around it.
Yeah, it's funny because I think we can name some of the skills, and those kind of stay consistent with the power skills. And then, as people said, we add on to it the AI and digital skills that are coming our way. But really, still for me, the biggest challenge is that age-old one that, people want this, they want it, you give it to them, and then they don't have time for it. So that remains really the biggest challenge, is how do you build that assumption in that this isn't an add-on to your job. This is your job.
I'm just wondering if we were more of a leading indicator as L&D, right? So if we were more in a role of coming and saying, here's where you need to be in order to be here tomorrow. But I'm just thinking that if we had that, this is where we need to be, and it's mission critical for not just today, but tomorrow. I wonder if that would change that dynamic at all.
I think that the getting really strong data on in the learning and development space hasn't been the top priority for people analytics functions, for people analytics products, like the tech products that are coming out in that space. It's been like farther down on their roadmaps, right? And so it's absolutely lagging, and something that we really, really need to make better decisions, to do better prioritization, to understand what's working, what's not. So I definitely agree with you there. I think that in terms of identifying the critical skills for focus, in my experience, the most useful input into that is the business strategy.